Hello, I'm Ashley and I'm with Outlaw's implementation team. In this video, we will walk through and demonstrate the Outlaw clause library and how the functionality can assist with streamlining your template editing and contracting processes. The Outlaw clause library can be identified in the top right section of the template editor. It is important to note that Outlaw saves approved clauses from active templates, whereas traditional libraries required users to manually manage their libraries outside of their templates. This means your clause library is automatically created and updated as you go. Let's test it out. First, we can start by typing in the title of the clause we're searching. Notice how the auto-population occurs and the title name pops up with the number of clause sections underneath this title. Select and pan through to identify the correct clause. And this is how we would search for any clause that has an assigned title name. However, we can also search for clauses that do not have assigned title names. At the top of this agreement, note that there's no title name and there's no title name identifiable here. So we'll give it one. Now in this window, I have a separate template ready to test out the functionality. So let's start by typing in the assigned title name. We'll see that it actually auto-populates and we can select it. We've reviewed how to search for clauses in Outlaw's clause library. Now let's talk about the most powerful aspect of the library, which would be dynamic linking. Clauses that are linked can be identified by the top right corner of the section. Click on the clause and then head to the clause library in the top corner and identify what the host clause is. I've opened up the host clause section and we can see that there's no link, which indicates that this is the host. Let's see what happens if we delete this and update the text. Once we head back over to the linked section, we can see that the updates were made in real time. It is also important to note that linked clauses cannot be edited. To make this section editable, we will have to unlink by clicking on the top section and selecting Unlink Clause. This means that the host and this clause are no longer associated. Let's test it out. So let's remove this. Headed back over to the host page, we will see that the updates were not made from the linked. The dynamic linking functionality can assist in keeping templates up to date for users. Whenever changes are needed to be made, the host can be changed and all of the linked clauses associated with the host will be affected in real time. One last thing to note about Outlaw's clause library is auto-indexing can also be toggled on or off for clauses, just by selecting the clause and deselecting index. This would be a great opportunity to use when clauses are more bespoke and don't want to be replicated. It is also important to note that the clause library can be toggled off per template as well, just by selecting the cog in the top right corner, selecting Advanced, and disabling the clause library. This gives users 100% flexibility to manage their library how they deem fit. If you have any questions about the clause library and additional questions about functionality, please feel free to reach out. Thanks.